What's up guys, Sharon here, welcome back to another video. So I'm gonna record this regardless of how I feel. So if you saw my procrastination video today about self-sabotage, I was never actually originally going to be making this video. However, I need to face my fears, and one of those fears is fear of success, and you'll understand if you actually watch that video, or just fear of order or whatever. So I'm gonna do it right now by at least doing the intro video. So I had planned today a whole video, 25 minutes long, bullet points and everything else onto how to heal your skin. Now unfortunately, one thing led to another, I ended up procrastinating, and I became really like self-introspective, and I came through a lot of breakthroughs about why it takes me so long to do stuff. So instead, I'm basically just going to do a short intro video as to how to heal the skin. But if you are not interested in the intro, if you just want the goodies now, I'm going to link in the show notes, in the comments, all the show notes that I was actually going to write for the actual video. So this is going to be the top 5 tips that you can do right now to help to improve your skin. I'm going to update the notes as well to include some other stuff, but I will be going into, if you want more information about that, obviously you can always email me, but in a future video in part 2, I'll basically be, or part 1, I'll be going into the basically how to do those things and some other sort of topics. But for now, I just wanted to sort of cover the basics about skin healing, because skin healing, I find, is one of the most requested things. I actually had a poll recently about us asking how to heal stuff, and I think, oh wait, no, that was insomnia and hair loss, doesn't matter. Well, I'm going to talk about skin issues anyway. So I've had a few requests about skin issues, and I found that one of the best ways to heal the skin, I'm just going to cut to the nitty gritty, is the diet. Now, the skin is the largest organ of the body, so if you have any problems, just like I did when I was younger, I had eczema, I had all sorts of other stuff. I had eczema behind the back of my legs, I had it on my elbows, I had it on my back, I had these weird skin rashes and issues. Or if you have something else, like if you have like these weird pimples or stuff, or if you have like warts or stuff. And no, not if you have freckles. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I've got to tell you about how many people that have come into my store and have asked me, I've got the skin issue. And I was like, what is it? It's these things. It's like, can you get them off? It's like, they're freckles. Like, they're freckles. First of all, I find freckles hot, so I'm not helping you with that. And second of all, even if I wanted to, I can't. That's natural. So sorry guys and girls, freckles are not going anywhere. I mean, you can technically take them out, but you would probably bleach your skin in the process. Yeah, freckled people are really hot. Anyway, so yeah, if you have these sorts of skin issues, it's always going to be an issue that's going on in the body, because like I said, the skin is the largest organ of the body. So if there's any excess toxins within the body, what the body will do, because it's smart, is it will store those toxins in the skin. And when it stores the toxins in the skin, you see these blemishes, you see these dark spots, it's really pale or whatever, although that can be for a few other things as well. Actually, I'll go into that afterwards. Or you see these pimples or spots or whatever. And what the body is basically doing is it is trying desperately to detoxify the body of the toxins that you are putting into the system or that have been put in there without your knowledge. Now, one of the best ways that I found to actually reverse skin issues, and I'm sorry this is the bitter pill, but it's the pill that will help, is diet. And I know. No one likes that. No one likes it whenever I say, I'm sorry, I don't have like a magic pill, although if you follow the tips down below in the comments, many of those things will work within 2 weeks, show notes included, is that the diet alone will basically solve 90% of skin issues. And like I said, because if you follow a good diet, that is a diet that's low in sugars, that's low in carbs, excess bad processed carbs. I'm not a carbophobe. You know, carbs are good in the right proportion. If you follow a good diet and lifestyle, minimize junk food and stuff, and smoking, of course, that really hurts. If you do that, within 2 weeks, your skin will start looking great. And I'm going to give you another bitter pill, I'm sorry, but one of the best diets that I've found to heal skin is as close to vegan, if not proper vegan diet as you can. That is the largest amount of vegetables that you can. You can have some meat on the side, you can have carbs, but my golden ratio is 60 to 70% vegetables, 10 to 20% carbs, and the rest is meat. High quality meats. I'm not talking about processed stuff, I'm not talking about anything else. It has to be high quality. It has to either be, I mean, ideally picked fresh, but if you can't do that, like most people can't, bought organic, but if you can't do that, like most people can't, bought from the store, you know, as fresh as possible, as unprocessed as possible. Because the closer it is to not being processed, the more your body will be able to use it. Now, vegetables work. The reason why it's going to be vegan, unfortunately, is because vegetables are one of the best detoxifying foods that you can eat. And I actually have as my #1 top tip, I think it's beetroot juice. Like, beetroot juice, if you can juice vegetables, wow, like you start to shine in the mirror. Like, it is one of those things that if you actually like do properly, you can see results very, very, very quickly. So if you can do it for at least a week or two, try and go raw vegan, like proper, like literally you buy the cucumber from the store, then you eat it, you add some salt, add some lemon, make it interesting. It's not veganism, it's not boring. Eat it. If you can't do raw vegan, then get out as many processed stuff as you can and just try and live a good diet. Now, the best diet that I found, if you want some guidelines for the diet, is the GAPS diet. That is a very, very good diet, not only for helping to heal the gut, but also to help any sort of issues that are going throughout the body as well. Or in general, try and follow as close to a low-carb paleo as you can, or as close to a veganism diet as you can. Now, you all know this. Like, you all know this, that we shouldn't be eating junk food, we shouldn't be eating this, we shouldn't be eating that. But I know it's hard. It's not something that you can do overnight. I personally am struggling myself with quitting a lot of other stuff. Now, I did complete an 80-day juice fast recently, but that was not easy. So whenever I say, oh, you should just quit this stuff, I get it. I know it's really hard. So this is why I said I included in the comments the top 6 tips. The next thing to take into account when healing the skin is it's not just about what you eat, it's about what you put on top of it. Now, I find that the best advice that I can give to a woman who wants to heal their skin, especially on the face, and this is going to be a hard one, is to stop using makeup. Now, this is a very, very hard one for people because once you start wearing makeup, you get caught into a vicious cycle because makeup contains all sorts of harmful chemicals like petroleum, sodium benzoate, and all sorts of other stuff. I don't think I said that right, but all sorts of other chemicals that basically make your skin feel like put some toxins in the skin. Now, what happens, and this is why I really, really feel like for women who want to stop makeup, is because when you start wearing makeup, your skin absorbs the toxins, and you wake up the next morning, you look at your face without makeup, and it looks worse. Why? Because your skin is trying to push those toxins out, so you look really pale, and the color is all uneven, and you got all these different bumps and stuff like that. So what do? You put on more makeup, which then makes it worse. And most women are caught in this spiral whereby they're constantly putting on makeup to make themselves look nice, which is making it worse naturally, so they have to put on more makeup, and it's like that. So if you can, what I recommend if you are a woman and you want to see some improvements on the skin is to, unless you're working in a high pressure job, take 2 weeks off, or work up the courage to not wear makeup for 2 weeks and use bentonite clay. Now, I actually have healing clays listed in the actual description, so you can use them. This is a crappy product. I'm not actually sponsoring this, so I'm not going to show any of it, but you can buy bentonite, don't show products, you can buy bentonite clay from stores, but what I really recommend, you can literally buy bentonite clay really, really cheaply in bulk from online sources. And what you do is you just put on a mud mask for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you try and correct the diet, and you put on a mud mask. Eventually it's going to pull out all the toxins from the makeup, and you'll look a lot better. Now, I know there was a lady one of the few vegans who actually was doing it right, that was not eating processed foods, it was eating proper raw veganism, although she had a few problems. Her skin was impeccable. She looked like she was that like afterglow that you get from like walking out of a sauna. She was like gleaming and stuff like that. And that was because she never wore makeup and she ate healthily. And I tell you, you think you look good with makeup, right? But men notice the difference. Especially me, I notice the difference. And it's like many men will know when they see a healthy lady as compared to makeup. Now, I actually have a bit of I'm going to stop talking about makeup anyway. But I will say this. I have a thing whereby, like, the more natural the lady is, the more attractive they are. Guys recognize when you are healthy naturally as compared to when you're caking your face in makeup. Now, like I said, I have nothing against makeup. Wear it if you want. But if you want healthy, shining, natural skin, getting rid of makeup is one of the first things that you can do. Now, for guys, this is going to be another one. Now, for guys, it's a bit different because guys, if they don't wear makeup, it's going to be more towards the actual diet aspect. Now, there are a lot of different supplements that you can take to help to really, really boost the skin. One of them is bone broth. I've got that listed in the show notes. Like I said, I'll be describing everything in detail. I just wanted to get this off the ground and just sort of help people with tips. Bone broth is great if you can make it. Collagen, silica, all those supplements, you can start taking them straight away. Buy them as cheaply as you can, but not too cheap. And you can start taking them and you will start to see a benefit. Only if the diet is in place. You can only ever really, really, really fix the skin. This is why this is an intro video, because I just want to make this point clear. The diet is the key thing. You have to have the diet absolutely key. And I'll be going into the exact skin healing diet into a future video. But for now, I just wanted to sort of talk about it. So just calling up my show notes, I can see that I was talking about a lot of stuff like healing clays anyway. But I'll just talk about this next one, saunas. If you want to have your skin feeling really great, saunas. And you may notice that there's a real trend here, detoxification. Like I said before, it's not just about the stuff that you put in your body that makes the skin good, it's about the stuff that you can put on the outside of your body. So saunas are one of the best ways to help to really pull out toxins from your skin. Now, some toxins won't come out from saunas because, like I said before about how the skin's toxins are because of internal toxins, sometimes you can have actually like one big skin problem right there. And if you are believing in the more, it's not so much like alternative forms of therapy, the toxins are actually linked by meridians, and those meridians are linked to a specific organ. So you find that many of those things go away. Like, for example, if you have a problem here, it could be because of a kidney problem. If you have a problem, here or whatever, it could be because of a liver problem. So you can have a massive like wart or like lump there, and you may think, oh, it's cancerous, but actually your liver's just overburdened and it's pumping toxins to the most convenient location, you see. So saunas are one of the best things that you can do. Or sweat baths as well. I forgot that. Like I said, everything in the show notes. Sweat baths, there's a recipe down there. You can check it out. Sweat baths, I love because you really relax and you start sweating. And I love sweating. It's like unless it's under stress, obviously. But still, sweating is one of the best ways that you can start to detoxify the skin. Now, what I recommend is to having one sweat bath. That's to say, run a bath, use the recipe that I have below, and run the bath and basically bathe in there for at least a good 30 to 45 minutes. And usually for me, it's instant. I come out, I feel great because the Epsom salts, but my skin starts to gleam as well. After about a week or two of doing these things, you will feel great. Now, if you don't have a bath, the best thing you can do is to go to a sauna or get a homemade sauna. They're really, they're not cheap, but forget that. Go to a gym, have a sauna or something like that, and you'll start to see the benefits really quickly. Quick tip, infrared saunas. If you're into detoxification, if you're into reversing autism, if you're into reversing mercury poisoning or whatever, infrared saunas are one of the best ways that I found to help pull out toxins from the body because they work completely differently from normal saunas, but I'll be doing a video on that later on. Google it, it's amazing. But yeah, so like I said, this is just a quick intro video. Just to sum up, skin healing is about the diet. There's numerous things that you can do right now to help to improve your skin. I've linked as much information as I can in the description because this is just an intro video. And in future videos, I'll be going through not only how to use the things that I've listed, but other sort of secret ways. Like you may see that I have tip 6 is EW, and there's a reason for that. It is the most powerful, amazing skin detoxifying method ever for like immediate results, but it may disgust a few people. And I think some of you know what I'm talking about, but it's totally safe, it's totally natural, it's just that our culture is a bit weird. But yeah, I'll be covering that all in future videos. I just wanted to get this out there. It's 10 o'clock and I'm tired. Freeman out and peace.